Ruth the Moabitess said to Naomi, "Let me now go to the field, and glean among the ears of grain after him in whose sight I find favor." She said to her, "Go, my daughter." Here is a lesson of quiet devotion and courageous humility. Ruth's words reveal a heart willing to labor at the edge of society, to gather what others leave behind, trusting that God's hand moves through small kindnesses and the favor of strangers. Naomi's consent is brief, but it carries blessing. She lets Ruth step into the world with dignity and purpose. In Ruth's choice we see loyalty that outshines convenience, a faith that prefers presence over comfort, and a courage that bends low to gather grain while keeping her eyes on God. Gleaning is an old practice made holy by love. It is the art of making use of what remains, of turning scarcity into sustenance through patience and care. When we glean, we practice humility and gratitude. When we follow one who finds favor, we learn to walk where grace has already been prepared. The field becomes a classroom, the stalks of wheat small teachers of perseverance, and the eyes of the reapers mirrors of divine kindness. This passage invites us to consider where we stand when blessings are not plentiful. Will we turn away or will we follow, asking for permission to gather the crumbs of mercy with courage and dignity? Will we allow ourselves to be guided by those who love us, even if the path seems narrow and the work humble? Ruth models a faith that speaks softly but moves boldly. She risks exposure and uncertainty because her heart is fixed on care for Naomi and on trust in God's provision. May we learn to glean in our own lives, to seek the good left behind by others, to accept help offered with grace, and to offer help without judgment. Let us honor those who work in quiet places, who feed families with humble labor and unwavering devotion. Let us believe that God sees every small effort, that favor often comes disguised as ordinary moments, and that loyalty and faith together birth unexpected hope. As you listen, remember that God calls us into fields of service where our humility becomes a channel for blessing. Take courage, step forward, and gather with thankful hands. Your small faithfulness can become the harvest that sustains those you love, and in that simple work you will find favor, provision, and peace. Remember also that favor is not earned by clever schemes or loud proclamation, but often given through persistent goodness, compassionate presence, and humble obedience. When we serve quietly, we open our hands to receive unexpected grace. Let us bless and protect those who glean in the margins of life, ensuring their dignity, amplifying their voices, and celebrating each small harvest. In every tender act of loyalty, God writes a story of redemption, knitting sorrow into joy and poverty into abundance for generations to come.